Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Texas. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Offense getting set for first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Here comes the option. The pitch. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback will audible. Looking to pass, it's Milroe. He finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Tide with the 1st and 10.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing... talent all over the field, and this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Henderson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Into the house. Touchdown tie.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator strips his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
He's down at the 31.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Looking left. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration. receiver.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. On the move. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They try to pop a run on the draw. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To throw, it's Ewers. Using his legs to buy some time. Complete to the right. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Back to throw, it's Milroe. Trying to get behind the defense. It's complete. A huge pickup. They trip him up, but not before he has a huge gain and sends a bolt of momentum into the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
First down to start the drive after the break. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Bama! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Come the horns, they've got it again on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. To the air, it's Ewers. Fires to the big fella.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
On to attempt to try. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Back to pass, it's Milroe. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating.
He lets it fly. And it's hauled in at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. To the ground. He's got it again. And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Ewers. Finds his big tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got his man on the right. Afterburner's coming. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point is good. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Texas.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Will take over. First and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
So they'll try to salvage this drive on second and long from the 12. To the air, it's Milroe. They're bringing heat. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He makes the catch. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Alabama quickly back to the line. He's looking to throw it. Gonna take a shot. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll give it to the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Sending the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
He'll just keep slinging it. Now adjusting. He'll let one go down the right side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back who's a fast athlete in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Working that left side now. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers, and then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Pocket starts to collapse. Fires downfield. Got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Alabama pushing the tempo. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Touchdown time! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house for the 6th to finish it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's golden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. He'll try to do it himself. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Skips away from pressure. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on second down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he made the extra point without problem. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Trying to get to him. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the catch down the right side. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Coming after him. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires on the move. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Trying to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick six. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the defense.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for it. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Dances away to buy time. Oh, he dropped it! And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Caught over the middle. It's held. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working there. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to pass it. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the pass. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense?
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to pass, it's Ewers. Fires to the big fella.
Man, and we have seen it in this game, even though his team is losing. This guy, time and time again, has been answering the bell. He's been throwing dimes all game long, and he comes up with another big completion there.
And defensively, I'm going to keep continuing to think pass. They've trusted him all game long. He hasn't let him down. I'm playing for the pass. I'll react to everything else.
Great play by the defense, forcing the incompletion. What do you do now if you're on offense? Game is tied. It's late. Do you have the confidence in your quarterback and your offense to convert this 4th and short and give yourself a chance to win this game now?
The completion well past the sticks. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Line gets set, first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
On the run, it's Baxter. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Bully ball on third and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Spits it out to the back. It's complete on the right side. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Hit as he throws. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quarterback checking off. Back to throw, it's Milroe. He's moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. Coming out with it, it's Golden. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Texas offense. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you...
He lets one fly deep. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football. You're just trying to make something happen, and the ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.